If you've been waiting patiently, thank you very much. The previous game just concluding in a 3-3 tie between Southwest and Canyon Lake, so we'll probably have about 20-25 minutes between games. James and I will get rocking here in probably about 10 minutes or so with the pregame show, as Austin High will close out day 2 of the tournament against the Southwest Dragons. Just stick around, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes.
This thing is launched live, baby. On deck!
Good experience. Their heads are right, you know. They've been in the weight room. I would say these kids got very strong this past fall. Just knowing that anything is possible pretty much this year.
And now,
we're focusing on one game at a time, just focusing on making sure we execute every play, every moment.
The Austin High Maroon On Deck Show.
Players, my teammates, we developed a really good relationship over the season.
Brought to you by Plains Capital, Nance Orthodontic, Mark Hart Architecture, By Delta Millworks. By Somanos. By Prosperity Roofing. By Cover Chevrolet. By James Gonin Architecture. And by the Chuck Nash Auto Group. By Tate Property. Terrytown Pharmacy. Innovative Care. Timeless Service. 8118 Dental Professionals. Dental care focused on whole body wellness. Sportsman's Barbershop. A friendly neighborhood barbershop. Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. And now to the Maroon Broadcast booth. Here's David Roy and James Scott.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to game number 6 of the 2025 baseball season. Game number 4 of the 2025 Southwest ISD baseball tournament. As we get ready to go here, my name is Merle Bertrand, filling in for David Roy, joined again by James Scott. We've got about 15 minutes to fill up as the previous game just finished up between Canyon Lake and Southwest and a 3-3 tie. That just makes everybody mad, James. Hopefully we won't have the same fate here tonight, one way or the other.
No doubt. You play to win, right?
That's right.
And tonight's a good night to break even on the season, go to 3-3. Southwest also played Nicky Rowe, who we played in our first game today, and beat them by the exact same score.
Right.
So at least if you use that as one point of reference, this ought to be a pretty good ball game this evening. Yeah,
it really should. The sun has gone down, obviously, as we're just past 7:30. It's kind of cooling off a little bit, but still a pleasant evening here. And, the Maroons getting ready, as James mentioned, coming in here with a mark of 2-3 overall, can get back to 500 with the win here tonight, and then try to go over 500 tomorrow against San Angelo at noon for the final broadcast of the tournament. And I guess Southwest, they are now 2-2-1 with the tie.
2-2-1, yeah. Sure enough. I mean, I think it took us a little bit to get going. Mm-hmm. And I think you're seeing what we missed last week. Now, pretty much the entire state missed baseball last week,
right,
unless you were playing in Laredo. But it really impacted us. We could very easily, we really needed those additional 3 games down in Sinton last week. Didn't have it, can't control Mother Nature. But what you're seeing now is the team starting to do what they're supposed to do,
right,
and hit that mid-70s pitching, and they're hitting with authority. You see Javi Godinez leading the team with 2 triples. We've seen some extra base hits. We had Fletcher Wilson with the big bomb in the first game. So the best thing I can say so far about this tournament here in San Antonio is we are doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Right. Yeah, opened up the tournament with a comeback coming up just short, 5-4 loss in the first game against Canyon Lake after falling behind 5-0. Bounced back with a nice 10-0 win last night in game number 2 over San Antonio Brackenridge, and then won the earlier contest here today 5-3, as James mentioned, against Nicky Rowe, and playing tonight against Southwest. So 2-1 in the tournament thus far, chance to go to 3-1 in the tournament. But you're kind of forgetting about that. You're just working on stuff. One of the things the Maroons need to work on, it seems to me, and you know these guys a lot better than I do, the base running. If you base running miscues, I think coaches secretly like that a little bit, because you can talk to you blue in the face, but when you got film to show people, don't do this or do this, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, sure enough. And, David and I were talking coming into the season that key to this year was going to be our fundamentals. Could we lay down the bunts? Could we run the bases?
Right.
And could we actually believe in ourselves? What you're seeing from these teams here, even in the ones that we're winning against, they are playing fundamental baseball.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of these teams that are putting down bunts, and majority of the time they're beating them out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a big impact, and I really hope that our team is sitting there watching that and buying into the kind of ball and the brand of ball that Coach A wants to play.
Yeah, that's going to be important, because you may not overpower a Lake Travis in district play, but if you can execute the little things when you presented that with that opportunity, that's how you hang with a team like that, or hang with a Westlake or Dripping Springs.
Pitching speed and defense, and to some of our guys, it's starting to get the little things in base running. You brought
Right.
up base running. That's going to make the difference here. So, for example, James Scott got thrown out stealing in the first game. He's got all the speed in the world to take that bag. What he's got to do is work on getting a better jump. So it's the smaller stuff. You're getting to the level now that you're just not going to out-athleticize, if you will.
Right.
People, you've got to get to the little things. Is it getting a better jump? Is it taking just a little bit better of a lead? If you have a ball in the outfield and you got to know which way the wind is blowing and communicate with your other outfielders to know who should be making that play. So, it's good that we're getting this experience playing. Good that we're having some success.
Right.
The weekend, or the I guess early week so far, has been great. The Canyon Lake game, even though we lost 5-4, we did swing the bats.
Right.
We just didn't drive in the runs. I think we left 10 guys on the plate, so we couldn't get that big hit. In the last two games, we've gotten those hits.
Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes. One big difference between this year and last year, we haven't really talked about it much. Last year, it was a 9-team district. So you opened up the season, I believe, if I remember right, with a district game, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
This year it's down to a 7-team district with Anderson dropping down to 5A and Johnson joining the southern school, San Marcos, and those kind of things. So you hate losing all those games last week, obviously. You guys just want to play baseball for one thing, but at least with tournament this weekend and tournament next weekend before you get into district play, these guys have some time to figure some of this stuff out.
Yeah, it is all about getting ready for district, to your point, and then getting into the playoffs.
Right.
It's been a while since the Maroon baseball has been in the playoffs, so what steps can we take to get there? Obviously Dripping Springs is going to be a powerhouse. They're my pick to win state this year. Lake Travis is going to be a really good team.
Right.
What we don't know is Westlake and Bowie, what they're going to be like. They're filling a lot of holes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they historically have filled those holes, but you don't know until you get out there.
Sure.
So I believe that as long as we have good pitching, have our speed, and play good defense, we're going to put ourselves in a great position to get that fourth place and get into the playoffs. And then I think what you're going to see is once you get into the playoffs, if we're blessed to get there, we've been playing stiff competition for the last several years.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go a little bit. Who knows? Let's get there first.
Yeah, I was going to say, not to put the cart in front of the horse, but one huge difference this year, the new playoff structure with the UIL. The number 4 seed doesn't necessarily play the number 1 seed in 25-6A.
Right.
It's all split up Division I, Division II, the way football's done it for years. I don't know if I'm crazy about it or not, but it could make a big difference. We'll have to see how the pieces, how the chips fall. And like you said, you got to get there first. But that could change the trajectory if the Maroons do get in the playoffs.
Yeah, we should have a lot of optimism coming in. If you're a Maroon player, you should, you've gotten the monkey off your back. We kind of started out really slow this season, not scoring runs, not really hitting that well. It's turned, which is good, but we should be building on our experience and starting to see better competition. I think Southwest is going to be a pretty good team. I don't know about San Angelo, I think, because we're playing tomorrow. But then next week we're going to get into a tournament with some pretty good players. They have pretty good teams. So, and I think Coach A planned it that way. The Centon tournament was just kind of a base to kind of work off the cobwebs. This was a step up for the quality of the competition. And then next week is going to be the higher competition, and then we go right into district.
So we'll see how it all shakes out. We probably have about 10 minutes or so yet until first pitch here, so we'll take a break and get some love to some of the sponsors, a whole bunch of sponsors supporting Austin High Baseball. That's great to see, and we'll be back with more pregame rambling here, kind of get you caught up on what's going on across White Nation, basketball and baseball going on right now and earlier today. So we'll talk about some of that a little bit, but for now we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Austin High Baseball this evening on the Vibe Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com. Ready to turn your vision of the perfect space into reality? James Gonin knows that great design is where it all begins. With a passion for creativity and years of experience in both residential and commercial architecture, James knows how to bring your ideas to life. Whether it's your dream home or the next big commercial project, like the new baseball field for Austin High, James Gonin will make your architectural dreams a reality. More info at jamesgonin.com. James Gonin, architect and proud supporter of Austin High baseball. Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages. With the latest technological advances, patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Hi everyone, I'm Gigi for Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC in San Marcos. We'd like to invite you to shop Chuck Nash, where we combine small-town hospitality with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, we have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and a friendly staff to guide you through your purchase. Stop into Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC today and experience a new way of buying or selling your next vehicle.
Now I see umpires James Scott. That's always a good sign. That means we're getting close. So why don't we jump it over to you and get you the lineups here for you. When I turn you up, that is.
Here's the lineup for your Austin High Maroons. In case you're keeping score at home, which is always a fun thing to do. Batting first and catching, number 3, James Scott. Batting second, playing first base, Jaden Besa. Besa at first base. Batting third and playing third, Javi Godinez. Batting fourth and playing center field, Jason Martinez. Batting fifth and playing left field, Bodie Martiak. Batting sixth and on the mound, making his first start and getting his first time off the mound here this season, is Logan Kinney. Batting seventh and DHing, the big bomber himself, Fletcher Wilson. Batting eighth and playing second base, Ames Alejandro. And batting ninth and getting his first varsity start, playing in the 6-hole at shortstop, Carter Hayden. So from the top, we have Scott, Besa, and Godinez, Martinez, Martiak, and Kenny, Wilson, Alejandro, and Hayden. And then it looks like that our good friend Merle Bertrand just got Southwest Dragons lineup.
Yeah, hot off the presses. The PA guy walking by, I grabbed him. I sent it to you, see if you want to get it in your game changer, and I'll try to read them out here while you're doing that. We'll multitask here. Leading off, number 1, that's Joaquin Zamora, the shortstop for the Dragons. Number 6 is Raul Zuniga. He'll be playing second base. Number 22 is Romeo Castillo over at third base. Number 17, that is William Riley in the cleanup spot over at first base. It is the catcher, number 8, Antonio Flores, batting fifth. Batting sixth, number 7, that is Joe Enriquez. He's a DHing for the left fielder, Jaden Alfaro. Number 5, David Samudio is the starting pitcher for the Dragons. Number 13 is Giovanni Amador. He'll be batting 8th and playing right field. And batting 9th is number 4, Jaden Riso, the center fielder. So Zamora, Zuniga, Castillo, Riley, Flores, Enriquez, Samudio, Amador, and Rizo, the batting order for the Southwest Dragons, led by head coach Brian Miller in his 3rd year at the helm. And as you would expect, they are the home team. That actually worked out pretty well, James.
Nice job. You say those names so much better than I do, sir. Always joke, I need to get hooked on phonics.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at least we got them, 2 minutes before first pitch instead of never getting them at all.
That is true. So we have, I guess, Alvaro, who is left field, is being DH'd out of the lineup. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yep. So we are just moments away here.
Yeah, and coming in, we, to your point, have been swinging the bats very well this tournament. Let's keep that going. Here, we've got James Scott leading us off. This is going to be his 6th game. He's had 18 plate appearances. He's 9 for 16 in this early part of the season, so he's hitting .563. On-base percentage of .611 with the OPS, which is on base plus your slugging, of a .1361. So you're going to see some crazy numbers this early in the season.
So
no pressure, but I expect you to keep it up.
Yeah, exactly. As James Scott leads it off, he was swinging on the first pitch and golfs one down the first base line, stepping on it, or grabbing and stepping on the bag is Riley. 1 pitch, 1 out here before I can even update my scoreboard. So that'll bring up Jaden Besa, winning pitcher in game number 1 earlier today.
Yeah, Besa step in hitting .385. On-base percentage .529. OPS .991.
Yeah, first pitch to him is up high, ball 1. Skylar Gillespie, RQA, keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast here in the nightcap.
It's good to hear his name. It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah. He's been a busy fella. Yeah, that pitch down low. 2 balls and no strikes to Besa. 2-0 pitch. Fouled out of play to the left side. 2 balls and a strike. Nice crowd on hand again. Kind of a quiet crowd. Everybody's sitting on their hands, trying to stay a little bit warm here.
Come on, we shouldn't be complaining about the warmth here.
Oh, I know.
Last week was unbearable.
And swing and a miss, strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Besa, just underway. Got underway at 7:35, I guess. We'll keep track of the clock. And that pitch down low, and the count goes full.
Good thing we're staying here tonight. We've got an early game tomorrow, noontime, which is early for some of us.
Right.
Especially if you're going to drive down from Austin.
Pitch misses inside, ball 4, and Besa draws the walk. So 1 out, 1 aboard. That'll bring up Javi Godinez.
Javi Godinez stepping into the box, hitting .333, leading the team early this year with 2 triples. He's got 4 RBI. On base percentage .375 for an OPS of 1042, 1042.
1 out, 1 aboard, David Samudio. And that pitch gets back to the backstop, and that's going to allow Besa to move up to second base. So Austin High with the runner in scoring position here. 1 ball, no strikes to Godinez. Cedar Park and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, no score, top of the third inning from Cabanas Field down in Corpus. Cedar Park getting absolutely bombed this morning, 17-0 by Lytle. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Dripping Springs with a split today up at the 5-tool Invitational up in Dallas. Beating Hebron this morning 6-5, dropping the nightcap to Lucas Lovejoy 4-0. One ball, one strike. They've got 2 more games up there tomorrow. And swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yes, Mudio's throwing harder than what we've seen so far in this tournament.
Yeah.
That last one was 83. He's consistently been above 80 in his fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Check the swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. So strikeout number 1 recorded by Samudio.
That one was 84, so this is much closer to what we see in normal district play than what we have in the last couple of games.
Which is good.
Absolutely.
So 2 outs now for Jason Martinez, the center fielder, with a runner still at second base in the form of Jaden Besa.
Martinez in at an even 300, 3 for 10 on the year. 417 on base.
And pivot, no throw.
Hey, his twist was 28 miles an hour if you care.
I'm sure somebody somewhere has a stat for that. Ground ball right side, and it's going to be gobbled up by the second baseman. Toss over to first. There goes Zuniga to Riley, and the Maroons are done here in the top half of the first inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody, 1 runner left on base. We played the 1/2 inning of play, and it's Austin High nothing, and Southwest coming up. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Network.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
I'm Hunter Malloy with Prosperity Roofing. Central Texas got hit hard with hail this year, and Prosperity Roofing has been there to pick up the pieces.
My house took some damage in that last hailstorm, and Prosperity Roofing quickly worked directly with my insurance company to replace it with a way better looking roof. They earned my 5-star review. I highly recommend them.
Everything important in your life happens under your roof. Let Prosperity Roofing give your home the roof it deserves.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Merle Bertrand here along with James Scott and you folks at home. Welcome aboard.
Logan Kinney making his 2025 debut off the mound. Last year, he got 12 innings pitched, 6 games, 2 of them started, gave up 11 hits, 6 earned runs, had a 3.5 ERA, 3.50, struck out 15, walked 11. And certainly going to get some key innings this year off the mound, you would think. He's one of our most experienced pitchers that we have back at the varsity level, and knowing him his entire life, I never really saw him as a pitcher that much until he got some action up here.
And his first pitch to Joaquin Zamora is swung on, foul, tip back to the screen, strike 1. That's, that's interesting to hear, starting the 4th game of the 5 that we played. So good to have that kind of depth at the pitching staff for the Maroons.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far he can go. He's been usually, 1 or 2 inning guy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if he stretches out a little bit tonight.
So it's Zamora, Raul Zuniga, and Romeo Castillo due up here for the Dragons. And that pitch, well, looked good to me. Umpire says no, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And pulled the string on that one, 1-2 the count. One and two the count to the leadoff hitter. Good waste pitch just off the plate. Two-two pitch. Squib to the right side, gobbled up by Alejandro, and he'll toss over to first base in time. The 4-3 put out to retire Zamora. One away, and that'll bring up their second baseman, Raul Zuniga. Noon tomorrow against San Angelo. David will be back with you, joining James. Boy, that thing looked like it was going to head right for him, and then it broke back over the inside corner, but not quite enough. 1 ball, 1 and no strikes. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Swings at that one weakly and taps it back to the screen. 1-2 the count to Zuniga. Swung on, tapped. The count remains 1-2. Liberty Hill falling tonight in region basketball. Regional finals over at Northside Gym. They fall to Alamo Heights 57-51. Close game at halftime. Alamo Heights opened up a 17-point lead in the second half. Liberty Hill stormed to within 6, but come up short. They're going to peel down to first. No. Scott putting on the tag just in case, but they say no. 2-2 the count. Liberty Hill girls playing in the state championship game tomorrow. 2-2 pitch. Oh, must have been low. Right down the middle. But the count goes full here to Zuniga. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him.
Nice job by Logan Kinney there. Let's go ahead and set the Maroon defense. So we got Kinney on the mound, Scott catching, Besa at first, Alejandro at second, Carter Hayden at short, Godinez at third. Outfield, we've got Martiak in left, Martinez in center.
And a strike 1 to Romeo Castillo.
And Calvert in right field.
Two outs, bases empty. Pitch just a little high, says the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike to Romeo Castillo, the third baseman for the Dragons. The pitch. Launches it, slices it down the right field line. Towering foul ball. And the count 1-2.
Lots of hoots and hollering.
Right?
That thing was fouled by 200 feet.
Launch out here about a 45-degree angle from the baseline. That one slapped right up the middle. So Castillo lines one to center field for the first hit of the night for the Dragons. And that'll bring up first baseman William Riley. First hit of the night obviously surrendered by Logan Kinney. Two outs, runner at first. Curveball stays up high inside, ball 1. Upstairs, ball 2. You know, I love day baseball. I'm an old Chicago Cubs fan, Wrigley Field, all that kind of stuff. On the streaming, the ballparks just look better at night. For whatever reason, pitch down low and away, 3-0.
You could do the old Ernie Banks and let's play 2.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right. Taking all the way on 3-0, and it catches just a corner, 3-1 here to William Riley. Three-one pitch. That one fouled up the third base side, and the count goes full. So a nice job battling back here by Logan Kinney. Kinney from the line, the 3-2 pitch. Slapped to the right side, not in the right field for a base hit. Right behind the base runner as the hit and run was on. The throw coming over to third. They got a shot, and the tag is put on. He held on till they got him. Great job by Dana Colbert to get to the ball. Quickly fired a strike to Javi Godinez, who put on the tag for out number 3.
That was a heck of a throw by Dane Calvert out there, and just a good of a pick by Javi Godinez to slap that tag on him.
And it wasn't really even that close. The only question was whether or not he's going to be able to hang on to the ball as it kind of one-hopped him late. And he did a great job. So in the inning, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, just 1 runner left on base. And we played through 1. We will go to the top half of the second inning. Still no score. Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
Welcome back to Southwest High School in, appropriately enough, Southwest San Antonio. Merle Bertrand here along with James Scott. We go to the top of the second inning. Brody Martak, Logan Kinney, and Fletcher Wilson's 5, 6, and 7 hitters do up here for the Maroons. And sometimes James' defense will spark offense. Let's see if that happens here.
Boy, that was a heck of a play. And to your point, let's see if we can't get it going. Martiak standing in 1 for 4 on the young season. Got his first knock earlier at the varsity level. I'm guessing facing the fastest pitcher he's seen yet. That was 84.
The first pitch down low, ball 1.
In between innings, I've seen Samudio pump it up to 85 plus.
That one across the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So Martiak, one of our 4 sophomores we have on varsity.
Just outside, ball 2. On the one hand, you hate to see them have to come up that early. On the other hand, by the time they're seniors, they are seasoned vets.
That is a true statement. That is a true statement. In essence, what they're playing is 18U baseball right here.
Right.
That's a big jump. Ooh.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, me either. Jeez.
2-2 the count. Stony Point leading Harlan 46-32 in the second, and a 6A Division II regional final trying to get to state. That's a scary good basketball team right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Martiak, I'm sorry.
We have people that are listening.
They should try to read my handwriting. 1 away for Logan Kinney.
All right, Logan Kinney stepping in, 3 for 12 on the season. 250 batting average, 357 on base percentage.
Trying to help his own cause here. Looks at the first pitch down, low, ball 1. Second strikeout for Zamudio. And foul back to the screen. Strike 1.
Logan's right on it, just a little under it.
One pitch. Good pitch there across the outside corner. 1-2. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They're going to throw down the first. I'm not sure why. It wasn't a drop third strike, but it is a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts. And that'll bring up Fletcher Wilson, the DH.
Fletcher Wilson 1 for 8, but that one was a big bomb.
Yes, it was.
Home run last game. So he's got 3 RBI for the year.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Planted that thing in the pig farm beyond the left field fence. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dare I say, Suey Pig? Suey Hogs? Not my team. Not my team.
1-1. Low and away, 2-1. DHing in this contest for the right fielder Dane Calvert, who already has 1 tremendous defensive putout on the night. Swing and a miss. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, that didn't miss by much, and the count goes full. Dragons fans to our right want the call. I always say umpiring is not a democracy. The 3-2. Check the swing. Did he go? They're going to ring him up, and David Zamudio has struck out the side. 4 strikeouts overall. And the Maroons are done 1-2-3 here in the top of the second inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
After a tough game on the diamond or a strenuous day on the job, relief from those aches and pains is waiting for you at Somanos. Kiko is a certified flexibility expert and wellness practitioner who provides comprehensive body work, mobility coaching, and intentional breath work that allows the body to relax while relieving pain and alleviating injuries. Somanos offers a variety of therapeutic services to fit your needs and not hurt your budget. Relieve pain and increase your quality of life with Somanos. Move better, feel better, live better. 512-800-3064 or online at SomanosBody.com. Somanos, proud supporter of Austin High Baseball.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Welcome back. 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here for the Dragons. Antonio Flores, Joe Enrique, and David Zamudio due up. against Logan Kinney in a scoreless ball game. And the first pitch is down low, ball 1. Off the plate, 2-0. That one hops up to the plate, and a quickly falling behind in the count, 3 balls and no strikes is Logan Kinney trying to battle back here now. Good pitch right down the middle. Taken all the way was Flores. Three-one pitch. Good pitch. Curveball came back over just enough. 3-2. That one, that's a fair ball down the line, just past the diving Godinez. Running first, heading for second is going to be Flores. He's going to pull up there with a leadoff double.
Boy, that was just inside the line.
Just. I say it was a worm burner, but I don't think you have worms on artificial turf. So Flores standing on second. We're going to get a courtesy runner in for him. It's number 9 coming in.
Number 9 is
Matthias Terrazas. Am I reading that right?
God bless you. I hope so. Terrazas, yes, Terrazas.
So Terrazas running at second for the catcher Flores, and Joe Enrique will step in. His job is to punch it to the right side somewhere.
Basa creeping in, expecting a bunt.
Nope, swinging away. Looks at the first pitch up high, ball 1. Outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, and chopper left side, and the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Poked out of play to the right. The count remains 1-2. Nice job fighting off that pitch, that breaking ball. Coming in on the hands and comes back over the plate just enough. Force him to swing at it. Just outside, and the count 2-2. Logan Kinney with the 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. His second strikeout of the ball game.
That's a big out right there.
Yes, it is.
And a great job of pitching by Logan Kinney.
One away now for their pitcher, David Samudio.
And he is up on the white line of that batter's box.
You're not kidding. Yeah, looks at the pitch down low, ball 1. I mean, I've seen batters step on that line. He is It's planted directly on top of that inner batter's box line. Now he backs off a little bit. And that one bends in there for a strike, 1-1.
That is a big hook that Logan is throwing today.
Terrazas running for Flores at second base with now one away. Foul tip and the count 1-2.
Logan's doing a really good job of pitching. There's about a 10 to 12 mile an hour difference between his fastball and his off speed, which is right where you want it. And is keeping these Dragons off balance so far.
Just off the plate. He wanted to go after that so bad. Nice job by laying off of it outside of the zone. 2-2 the count. Poke that one to the right side. See if the ballpark will hold it in foul territory. Looks like it will, and squeezing it is Besa for a big second out. So 2-away now for Giovanni Amador. One ball, no strikes to Amador, right fielder for Southwest. Ooh, bends again, but not quite enough. And the count now 2-0. Now time is called. Infield pretty shallow, especially center fielder Martinez. Kind of a straight line across out there in the outfield. That pitch upstairs, 3-0.
I think Jason's got a lot of confidence in his ability to go back on the ball.
Mm-hmm. Taking all the way at 3-0 and looks at one right down the middle for strike one. That flag not moving at all on the flagpole out there as opposed to yesterday. It was at a right angle coming right in our face. 3-1 pitch. Just missed up high, ball 4. That was close. And runners at first and second with 2 away for Jaden Riso, the center fielder.
All right, Logan, he's at 23 pitches this inning, 45 overall for the game. They have 43 on the board. We'll go with what they say, but I think they missed a couple.
Been a long day, I guess, for him.
That's okay.
Terrazas is second. Amador at first with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second. Swung on, chop foul, and the count 0-1. Martiak, Martinez, Calvert, the outfield left to right. Godinez, Carter, Hayden at shortstop. Alejandro and Besa, the infield third to first. James Scott behind the plate. And Logan Kinney trying to get out of the jam here in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's 1 strike away from doing just that. Oh, 2 pitch. Up high, ball 1. Cedar Park struggling, 3-0 Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial over the Timberwolves, top of the 4th inning. One-two pitch, way outside, and a nice job by Scott If he doesn't lunge to his right and spear that, there are 2 runners in scoring position. Due-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Alejandro has it. He will toss over to first in time. And Logan Kinney does a nice job of working his way out of a small jam here in the inning. The leadoff double, of all things, doesn't come back to hurt him.
That is a blessing. It's a testament to Logan bending but not breaking.
Right. So no runs, just a 1 hit, no errors, 2 on his left on base. And we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
All right, for the Maroons, 8, 9, and 1 hitters to up here. Name's Alejandro getting to bat in this ball game. Carter Hayden making his first appearance of the tournament to my memory. And then we'll go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, both of these young men are 0 for 2 so far in this young season. So looking for their first knock at this level. They have their work cut out against them against Samudio. Just like Martiak, this is probably the fastest pitcher they've seen, I would guess. These young men have skipped a couple of levels of baseball, playing up here 18U. I'm not quite sure if they're 15 or 16 years old, but no doubt have skipped a couple of levels. So this is a big adjustment for them, but I think they're up to the task.
So here we go. Alejandro stepping in.
There you go.
Swings on the first pitch, slow roll to the shortstop. Has to charge it. The throw to first, just in time. Nice play by their shortstop, Zamara. Alejandro hustling, almost beat that thing out, 1 away.
Yeah, he was. He wanted that first knock.
Yeah. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Carter Hayden.
And watching a little bit of the Southwest Dragons game last game, I don't think there's any question that they saved their best pitcher for us.
Sure looks that way. Swinging a miss, strike 1 to Hayden. And that's okay.
Yeah, we want to see it.
Way outside, ball 1. Samudio not a very big guy. But, man, he gets the most out of that physique. That thing gets in there in a hurry. 1-1 pitch. Down low, ball 2.
You know, we were talking about how Logan is 10 to 12 miles an hour difference between his fastball and his off speed. Samudio so far has not been. He is more like 5 miles an hour, which is not enough.
Oh, I don't like that call. 2-2.
But so far, he's just coming in with some good fastballs, and we haven't adjusted yet.
Right.
Easier said than done.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Hayden is out on strike. Strikeout number 5 for Samudio. 2 outs, bases empty. Back to the top of the order we go to James Scott. They've seen him once now, so what adjustments do they make? That makes a big difference.
Well, one of the things that James has got to work on being a leadoff hitter is he's an aggressive hitter, maybe taking the first pitch, especially when you're the first batter of the game. Let yourself kind of adjust to the pitcher.
Looks at that pitch down low, ball 1.
Of course, if it's right in your zone, you're tempted to swing. So I get it. I get it. But when you take pitches, you help your teammates too.
Down low, ball 2. That ball hit right up the middle. On the hitter's count, 2-0, James Scott laces it out to center field. his first hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up Jaden Besa. Now, does Coach get aggressive? Try to get him in a scoring position here with 2 outs.
You know, I think we're going to have to manufacture some runs, even though we have 2 outs. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe a little hit and run, see if Jaden can pull it through that hole over there at first base. We saw that a couple of times last game.
Not going this pitch. Base opposite field. Squibs it, and third baseman unable to handle it. That thing got to him in a hurry. And the Maroons have runners at first and second.
It's going to be interesting to see how they score that up there.
The thing got there real fast.
I'd be enticed to give them a base hit, but let's see what they do.
As Javi Godinez steps in.
I'm going to go with a base hit until they change it. How about that?
That sounds good to me. Yeah, they haven't put it on the board yet. Godinez struck out in the first. That one fouled out of play to the right for strike 1. They may not put it up on the board, so I'm going to go with that too.
Well, it's a tough play because he hit it hard and it's to his backhand.
That ball slapped down the right field line, but slicing just foul. And the count 0-2 to Javi Godinez. Maroons trying to mount their second 2-out rally of the tournament. Has Scott at second, Besa at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They have to throw down to first, and the throw pulled him off the line. He's safe. Godinez hustling on the strikeout. Flores couldn't come up with a clean, gathered himself and threw it down to first, but pulled William Riley off the bag, and the Maroons have the bases loaded. So bases jammed now for Jason Martinez.
Here we have a little 2-out rally going.
Yes. Ooh, that looked good. Pitch outside, says the umpire. Ball 1. That was the 6th strikeout for Samudio, and didn't do him any good. He's still out there throwing. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, 2 balls, no strikes, pardon me. Two-oh pitch. Hitters count. 3-0, no place to put him.
You know what I've noticed here is since he got in trouble, he's lost about 5 to 6 miles an hour off his fastball.
Trying to spot stuff instead of throwing, right?
The single to center that James hit was 84 miles an hour, and once Besa got on, he dropped down to 79 to 80 miles an hour.
Lost him on a 4-pitch walk, and the Maroons manufacture a run. So Martinez with an RBI walk to make it 1-0 Maroons. We're still batting, and Bodie Martiak will step in. Unless we have a pinch hitter here.
That looks like Henry Shooter. Okay, so Henry Shooter looks like he's going to be in for Bodie Martiak.
At least for this at-bat, as you mentioned, the high school baseball rules, you can come in and come out one time.
Yes, you can.
Base is still jammed to 1-0 Austin High here in the top of the third. All this happening with 2 outs. Scott with the single, Besa with the single. Strikeout, drop third strike, and a bad throw, low to the bases, and Martinez draws the walk.
And Shooter only has one official at-bat this year. He's 0 for 1, 2 overall plate appearances.
Boy, golden opportunity right here. See if Samudio's gathered himself back together. And the first pitch brushes him back, and it hit him on the bill of the batting helmet. RBI the hard way for Henry Shooter, and it's 2-0 Maroons.
Hey, he did his job.
That's right.
Samudio's had 18 pitches this inning, 46 overall. Looks like he's done for the evening. Well, shouldn't say that. Canyon Lake brought their starting pitcher back, but he's done for right now. Let's see. I tell you what, that's not a move that I would recommend. It's one thing to do it for one batter, but I think he got one batter officially, but then he had to sit for a half inning.
Right.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. Especially early in the season when your arm might not be limbered up as well.
And yesterday was chilly.
That's right. So let's see who this is. Looks like number 4. Am I reading that right?
Rizzo. Jaden Rizzo.
So he was a center fielder coming in to take over.
I haven't seen anybody else jog out there yet. To center. We only have 2 outfielders right now.
Right. Maybe they'll forget.
Now, from the looks of it, this is going to test the patience of the Maroons. So we went from a guy throwing mid-80s until he got in trouble, high 70s, low 80s, to what we have here. Rizzo coming up on the pocket radar in the upper 60s. And that one was 61 miles an hour.
And that thing looked like a wiffle ball coming up there. It was floating all over the place. Looks like Joaquin Zamora walking out number 1. Doesn't necessarily mean he'll go to center, but he's come out on the field.
Well, he's been at shortstop, right? He's been playing pretty good shortstop.
You're right, yeah.
We are still shy.
We're still shy an outfielder, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I think that's Samudio. He's going to go to left.
Okay.
So Samudio goes to the left. And the other 2 outfielders stay out there. I don't know if they flip-flopped or in any event. Here is Logan Kinney trying to help his own cause. Bases loaded, 2 out. Faces Rizzo. And first pitch down, low ball 1.
Yeah, you guys definitely have to wait on this. Easier said than done, but just stay closed up. Don't open up your hips. Keep your hands back.
Ground ball left side. Shortstop gobbles it up. He'll go to third. The throw a little bit off the line, but he kept the foot there. Nice job by Castillo because Zamora almost pulled him off the bag, but he gets the force on Martinez to retire the side. But the Maroons pick up a couple of runs, and they get those runs on 2 hits, helped out by an error. And 3 runners on base. So we'll keep it here. We'll go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. New score, Austin High leading it now 2-0.
We have their top of the order up. Zamora's Zinga and Castillo.
You know, we talked yesterday, I think it was in the first game, about how one pitch can make a difference, can change the narrative. They got a big hit. Canyon Lake got a big hit that made it like a 5-0 ball game. And with 2 strikes and 2 outs, if that pitch is different and it's a strikeout, it's a totally different narrative. Same thing here for Samudio. He got the strikeout to retire the side. Catcher doesn't hang on to it, and then the wheels come off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he tries to get a little fine with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I did notice they have their roster headshots on banners coming up, and they have a lot of freshmen on their baseball team.
Interesting.
I'm not sure where he is, what classification he is, but maybe some of that inexperience got to him, or maybe he's just not stretched out so far.
Well, we go to the bottom of the third inning, and it is the top of the order, as James mentioned. Joaquin Zamora, the shortstop, to lead it off against Logan Kenny, who now has a 2-run lead to work with. I'm going to get my 36-year-old Chicago Cubs starter jacket ready to go here.
We're missing David the Radiator Roy. That man, he can generate some heat.
Really?
Oh, boy. It'll be 50 degrees out here. He's in shorts and a T-shirt.
That's funny. The things you find out about the guys you work with.
Hope he's listening.
Zamora swings on the first pitch. Strike one. 0 for 1 of the ball game. Grounded out to second. And that hit him. So Zamora is aboard, and that'll bring up Raul Zuniga. Remember when you had to make an effort to get out of the way of a pitch coming at you?
Yep. You could always sell it, though.
Yeah, oh, sure, yeah. I think that's why they finally just gave up on that. Zuniga 0 for 1, struck out in the first.
Always found if you just twisted and then fell,
right?
You could buy some extra time in that ball hitting you.
There goes the runner. There's a bunt.
Whoa.
The pitch way outside, and no chance at all for James Scott to make a throw. He was lucky to come up with that one. So Zamora with the steal, uncontested. 1 ball, no strikes to Zuniga. Yeah, I think soccer players may have learned how to flop by watching baseball players attempt to get out of the way of pitches.
Yeah.
Shows bunt again, pulls it back, 2-0.
At least the baseball hurts. These soccer guys, man,
That's
they
true.
fall. It's like Academy Award winners.
2-0. No activity in the Maroons bullpen yet. I'm not sure why that wasn't a strike. I didn't see the batter pull the bat back on the attempted butt. But the count is 3-0 to Zuniga. Lost him. A 4-pitch walk, so a hit by pitch and a walk has runners at first and second for Romeo Castillo.
I was just about to say somebody needs to go talk to him, and here comes Coach A out of the dugout. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some action in the bullpen.
Right.
Again, Logan's usually about a 2-inning guy, one inning really, but can go out to 2. I don't know what kind of conditioning he has been doing this off season, but he is inning number 2 right here. Third inning. We just don't have anybody out yet.
Right.
But he's been getting some ground balls, so
yeah.
If you can get the ground ball in the right area, we can turn 2. Make a significant dent in this opportunity for the Dragons.
He's up to, what is that, 55 pitches? Am I reading that right?
I've got him at 56, but
57,
you're right.
yeah.
That is 55 up there. Pitch count is a art, not a science, I
Yes,
guess.
it is. Yeah.
It's okay.
Especially at the high school level. All right, so the conference is over. Zamora at second, Zuniga at first, nobody out. And Romeo Castillo will step in. He's singled. So 1 for 1 in the ball game.
Oh,
man, oh, man.
You're getting squeezed there.
That one way outside, and again, Scott lunging to his left, this time 2-0. Yeah, if nobody's loosening up, that tells me that the next pitcher might be on the field right now. 2 balls, no strikes. Down low, ball 3.
Yeah, I definitely think we need to look at maybe making a move here, especially if he loses Castillo here. Yeah, he's missing by a big margin. It's not just a little bit here and there.
Right.
Yeah, he did get squeezed on that first ball there, but the last 3 have been by a wide variety. And you got Godinez could pitch. Martinez. Not sure who else that's out on the field already can pitch. And I can't tell, is that Shooter out and left? He's already thrown, though.
Yeah. Bases loaded, nobody out, and hits him. Second hit batter of the inning, and that will drive in a run as Zamora, who was hit by a pitch to start the inning, will trot in. So 2-1 ball game. That was William Riley. Steps up and gets hit by the pitch. So 2-1, bases still loaded. Zuniga now over to third, Castillo at second, Riley at first, and Antonio Flores will step in. Down low, ball 1. He slammed a double in the second inning. Infield in everywhere, trying to cut down the runner at home plate with nobody out. Good pitch there in there for a strike. Kenny working from the wind now with the bases loaded. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul back. Looks better working from the wind.
Yeah, a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised the runners aren't getting a bigger lead.
Yeah.
Especially the runner on third. Maybe he's thinking he's got that 90 feet anyway and he wants to get back in case it's tagged. So that might be the situation there. Runner at second has a huge lead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the infield in, so nobody to hold them. The pitch, and that, he threw it behind him.
Yeah, I think somebody needs to go out and talk to him. I know Coach A was just there. So one of the infielders, or really James, needs to go out there, help him reset.
2-2 pitch. That ball slapped. That is a fair ball. Oh, they're going to say foul. Wow. They're going to call it a foul ball. I thought it was fair.
I did too. I'm glad it wasn't, but I did too.
Yeah. So the count remains 2-2. I'm going to watch this here. I got the broadcast up. Ooh, boy, I don't know. I don't know. We don't have the best angle here, but the count remains 2-2 to Flores. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice job by Logan Kinney. That's a big out because now that sets the table for a double play to get you out of the inning.
Yeah, let your infield, especially up the middle, move back a little bit.
Right.
Give them an opportunity to have a little bit more range.
As Joe Enrique, the DH, steps in, he struck out against Kenny last inning. Bases still loaded with 1 away. Curveball just misses inside, ball 1. Right down the pipe. Seems to have shaken it off for the most part, whatever was bothering him earlier this inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Working quickly. Ooh, that hit him. I jinxed him. I shouldn't. I was going to call it a foul ball. You're going to say hit the bat.
Hey, we like that.
And that's going to draw a visit here from Coach Miller coming in from third base to talk about this. Now they're going to go talk about it. So what's the rule, James? If it hits your hand while you're holding the bat, is it considered a foul ball or is it a hit by pitch? Because he's shaking his hand. That's what's...
Man. Let's see what they call here.
Trying to read the body language here of everybody.
Well, first, it's not the second base umpire's call.
Right.
I mean, I understand getting help, and that's all good, but he's so far away he can't tell either. To answer your question, it sort of, there's a judgment call in there.
Judgment call, right.
Depends on whether you think he's swinging or not.
It's going to be ruled a foul ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Enrique. Base is still loaded, 1 out.
Also depends if he believes he's over the plate.
That's true, too. Fouls that one out of play to the right.
Get it back right here, Joey. Come on.
Yeah, if you're crowding the plate, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt.
No, because if your hands are over the plate,
right,
and you get
that
hit,
belongs
that's
to the
a
pitcher.
strike,
Yeah,
100%. Sorry, I can't give you just a blanket yes or
no.
no.
There's
a
none,
lot of variables.
So, yeah. So Enrique will step back in. Base is still loaded. And the count remains 1-2 from Logan Kenny. The pitch. Fouled out of play to the right. I parked further back today, by the way. Learned my lesson after yesterday. 1-2 pitch. Down low, great job by James Scott to smother that thing like a live grenade. And the count 2-2.
Kenny's sitting at 73, now 74 pitches coming.
Outside and again, Scott keeps it in front of him. Now the count full, no place to put Enrique. Full pitch, full count pitch. Grounder, right side, can they turn to? Kenny's got it, throws home and throws it away.
Yeah.
1 run will score. A second run is going to score, and it's 3-2 Southwest. Tough break.
He had more time than what I think he believed.
Yep.
He needed to set his feet and make a good throw and get that first out.
So 3-2 Southwest.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Runners at second and third now, as Riley moved over to third. And Enrique took second. They put on the bunt. And nice job there by Kenny to put the tag on the way by. Bunt came right back to Logan Kenny. He charged it and put on the tag with authority to get William Riley. So 1 unassisted. You don't see that very often on a bunt play at home. 2 outs. And Enrique up to third. And David Samudio is at first on a fielder's choice. So runners at the corners, now 2 away, and Giovanni Amador will step in.
And boy, that ball's outside, but you got to give it to Coach A. He's showing a lot of confidence in Logan and maybe helping him grow and develop for the rest of the year.
That's right, yeah.
27 pitches this inning. That's not a balk. Good Lord.
Samudio faked like he was going to go to second. And Kenny looks him back.
Sometimes I wonder if people holler balk just to get a call or if they really think it's a balk.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't even close.
No.
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. This is John with the umpire.
And Logan Kinney with about the D move right there. Rainbow's a toss over there just to let somebody know that he's got an eye on him. And that pitch in there for a strike. Strike one to Amador.
You know, I got to believe if they send that runner, they're going to throw through.
Yeah. There he goes. Swing and a miss. Strike two, and the pitch was so far away that there was no chance for a throw.
Well, he had a big jump, too.
So now runners at second and third, but the count is 1-2 on Giovanni Amador. So you forget about the base runners, go to work on the batter, and he fouls it up against the screen to the right, and the count remains 1-2.
Well, we're off by 3 pitches. That was 80, the pitch number 80.
Wow, we're in the third inning.
It's an art, not a science. Shouldn't be, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Up the middle. Can the Maroons get to it? They knock it down, but can't make a play, and 1 run is going to score. Nice job by Hayden to keep it from going out to the outfield. That prevented one of the runs from coming in. But the infield single does allow Enrique to score. Samudio moves over to third, and Amador aboard with an RBI infield single. And now we're going to have a pitching change, it looks like. Nice round of applause to Logan Kenny. He really battled here.
Yeah, he did. You know, again, I've only known him to be a 1 or 2 inning pitcher. He got through 2. It wasn't until the 3rd inning that he started running into some challenges. But, man, to your point, he really battled.
Yep.
And our new pitcher is sophomore Tony Dominguez.
So the question will be, does Logan Kinney come back out to take his spot at shortstop, or do they leave Caden out there to get some game time experience?
You know, I'd be enticed to let Logan just relax for a little bit, maybe bring him in a bit, but not right now. Let him catch his breath and get some water. But we'll see. I'm not the manager, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So this is Tony Dominguez's 2nd game. He's faced 1 batter, thrown 5 pitches, and got out of it. No runs, no earned, and no hits given up.
Yeah, that outing came in the Canyon Lake to open up this tournament. Got the final out of that 5th inning.
And we are facing our 9th hitter for the Dragons in this 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Hit by pitcher, walk, walk. Another hit by pitcher. Struck out.
And then that error on the tapper right back to the pitcher.
Yeah, the error.
That's the one that hurt. So they've manufactured, 4 runs here on no hits.
Yeah.
1 hit, pardon me, the infield single.
Yeah.
Jaden Riso will step in here. Samudio is over at third, and Amador at first with 2 outs. Veterans Memorial leading Cedar Park 8-0 in the top of the 5th inning.
I believe Javi Cruz, which is one of our pitchers, he is at home with the flu, I believe. He hadn't been with us all week. So, Javi, if you're listening to us, feel better.
And that stuff is all over the place. My wife is just recovering and knocked her on her backside for about 11 days.
Ooh,
nasty
that's a long
stuff.
time.
Yeah. I have no idea, knock on wood, how I didn't get it.
I have a brother-in-law who's been down with it. Sister-in-law might have it. Emergency and zinc, right?
Yeah, that's right. Buy stock and eat it like
And
eat it
wash
like
our hands
candy.
a bunch. Yeah.
Here's Riso 0 for 1, grounded out the second, back in the second. In there for a called strike, and trotting down to second base, uncontested is Amador. Strike one to Riso. Now runners at second and third.
Boy, this is a long half inning.
Yes, it is. Pitch in the carpet, blocked by Scott. Wow, wow, wow. Upset. Harlan coming back, defeats Stony Point 75-73. I would have never guessed that.
Wow.
Having seen both of them.
That's why you play the game, right?
That's exactly right. Swing and a miss, strike two. Vandergriff lost to Harlan by 1 point. Harlan looked really pretty shaky in the regional semifinal win earlier this week. Stony Point so powerful, but congratulations to the Hawks. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Riso. Way outside, gets away, but not far enough. Yeah, Scott got just enough of that to keep the base runners where they were. 2-2 the count now to Riso.
I think he's going to need a couple Advil.
Yeah, he's been
working,
busy.
And he's been beaten up. Or beat up.
2-2 from Tony Dominguez trying to put out the fire here. Curveball, oh, why is that not a strike? I do not understand. There's no consistency here. 3-2. Three-two pitch. That ball hit hard, but slicing foul. Three balls and 2 strikes to Jaden Riso. Samudio at third, Amador at second. Foul back overhead. I always like listening to where the foul balls land so you can tell how much damage has been done. Full count. The pitch. Down low, ball 4. First base was open. So Riso draws a walk, and we go back to the top of the order. Joaquin Zamora started this mess by getting hit by a pitch about 35 minutes ago. He'll bat for the second time this inning.
10 batters to the plate.
Yep. The pitch from Dominguez. Swing and a miss, strike one. A 1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. And again, Scott is all over the field here. Up the first base line, up the third base line.
Not in the way that you want.
No.
Yeah.
Doing his job, though, keeping that ball in front of him, keeping those runners right where they belong.
You know, if there's any silver lining to this dark cloud of
Right.
this inning, It's that their pitcher's arm's got to be tightening up. It's
That's
62
true.
degrees here.
The pitch. Curveball, a little low and outside, 3-1. No place to put Zamora.
You got to dig down deep.
Mm-hmm. Tony Dominguez behind in the count, 3-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Now you're one strike away from getting out of it. Big pitch right here. Maroons trying to keep him close. The pitch. There go the runners, and that hits him. Hit by pitch for the second time in an inning. This time gets an RBI out of the deal. And it's now 5-2 in favor of the Dragons as Samudio comes in. Everybody else moving up station to station. Raul Zuniga walked and scored earlier in the inning. Five runs off of one infield single for Southwest.
We've got some more action in the Maroon bullpen. Got a lefty up. Can't make out who that is.
Swing and a miss. Zuniga chasing a high pitch, strike one.
It may be Martiak.
That's in there for a strike, 0-2. You'd like to see Dominguez get out of this inning and then have a clean inning of his own to work with.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch. Ooh, just missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, ball 2.
To answer the question a while ago, Logan Kinney did go out to shortstop.
Oh, he sure did, yeah. Two pitch coming up. That ball ripped in the left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. They will hold the runners as they got out there in a hurry. And it's now 6-2 in favor of Southwest. The RBI single to the left for Zuniga. Amador comes in. Rizzo up to second. And Zamora up to second. So base is still jammed for Romeo Castillo.
This is a 3-hole hitter right here.
Yep. In there for call strike one. He walked and scored earlier in the inning as well. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored overall.
I believe he's the one hit the line shot to right center, right?
Yes. Way up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now this game started, what, about 7:35? It's 8:56. The pace this game is going, we might be on our, coming the 4th inning might be the last inning.
Good grief.
The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase it, 1-2. Dominguez hasn't looked bad out there, just a little inconsistent. One-two pitch. Hideaway ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Romeo Castillo. Bases loaded, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Way up high, ball 4, and another walk and another run.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
So Dominguez comes out. Number 20.
Looks like that's going to be Carter Hayden.
Started the game at shortstop. So we'll see what he can do here.
Boy, we just need an out.
Yeah.
We have 7, 8, and 9 in our lineup coming up.
Hmm.
And to your point, these pitching changes, they eat right into that game clock.
That's right, yeah, yeah.
We're down 5. We really do need to get out of here with no more damage and go have a big rally.
I mean, even if you don't come back to win the game, you'd like to get some offense going to keep that storyline going throughout the weekend, heading into the final game tomorrow.
I mean, it's like when both pitchers ran out of gas going into their 3rd inning of work.
Right.
That really opened up the door for both teams. And for us, when we got it going, we already had 2 outs, so we had nothing to play, where they had a full 3 outs.
So let's reset it here for you. 7 runs in for Southwest, and they've got the bases still loaded. Joaquin Zamora is at 3rd. Raul Zuniga's at 2nd. Romeo Castillo's at 1st, and William Riley will step in. The first pitch down low to him, ball 1. He was hit by a pitch, got an RBI early in this inning. 1 for 1 overall. Good pitch there. Catches the inside corner, strike 1. Carter Hayden with the 1-1 pitch. Spins off the plate. 2-1. Hayden working from the wind, and that ball slapped to the other right side. Coming over and making the catch for the merciful 3rd out is Dane Calvert to retire the side. But what an inning for Southwest. 7 runs on just 2 hits. 1 key error. And the bases left loaded, so we played through 3. We will go to the 4th inning, see if the bats can come back to life here for the Maroons. Austin High Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
Welcome back to Southwest High School. We go to the top half of the fourth inning now, 7-2 in favor of the Southwest Dragons. Merle Bertrand here for David Roy along with James Scott. Skylar Gillespie, our QA, wrapping up a long evening here, and it will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters up here for the Maroons.
You know, Merle, we talked about tournaments being times to learn about your team.
Right.
What we may want to consider is if somebody like a Logan Kinney has shown a history of being a 1 to 2 inning pitcher, almost do what the majors do when it's his time to pitch and limit him just to those 2 innings or 1 inning, whatever it be, and then have your pitching rotation stacked to maybe go a 2-2 and 2, you know, or 2-1, 2-2, something like that. Now, I can understand what Coach A is doing in this tournament, the first one of the year, seeing if he can coax a couple extra outs from him, but didn't work for him tonight. We'll see what and how we play it next week.
As Fletcher Wilson will step in 0 for 1 of the night. Struck out back in the second inning. And the pitch down low, ball 1.
Now we have got to do to them what they just did to us.
That's right, yeah.
And to your point on the time clock, that's our only option.
That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. In there for strike 2. 1 and 2 to Wilson. Ooh, that looked like a pretty good pitch, but the umpire says no, 2 and 2.
His catcher was set out way out in the left-handed batter's box, and he completely missed the target. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
2-2 pitch, and foul back to the screen. Good cut by Wilson. Rizzo working pretty quickly here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misses inside, and the count goes full. Wearing some seriously fluorescent green shoes.
He's got style.
Yes, he does.
Energy shoes.
3-2 pitch. Way outside, ball 4, and here we go.
Good job, Fletcher Wilson.
Coaxes a walk, and that'll bring up Ames Alejandro. Maroons need base runners. They need lots of them. Turns on that one and slaps it out in the left field for a base hit. So good start here to the inning for Austin High. Runners at first and second with nobody out for Carter Hayden.
Hey, that's his first hit at the varsity level. Good job.
Wow,
hey,
good for him.
Congratulations. Big day. All right, let's see if Carter can do it again.
Started the game at shortstop. Now the pitcher for the Maroons.
We've got to answer. Up 2-0. Let them score 7 in that third inning.
Yeah, got to do something, especially if this is the last inning of the night. I don't know that it will be, but Hayden 0 for 1, struck out in the third. Shows bunt and pushes it up the first base line, but foul for strike 1. Nice idea. A 1 pitch coming. and bunts that one foul. The count 0-2.
You know, we were talking earlier about how these other teams that we played have played really good fundamental baseball. They've been executing their bunts. We've been missing them.
Mm-hmm.
Either completely missing them or fouling them off like Carter has here. We've got to do a better job of getting these bunts down because now we're sitting in an 0-2 count. Tough to come back from. Let's see if he can.
Ooh, just off the plate. That's a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Gets away with it. 1-2.
Toledo.
One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Hayden is out on strikes for the second time tonight. 1 away. Back to the top of the order will go to James Scott.
And he's got to stay within himself.
1 for 2 in the game with the run scored.
Down 5. Don't chase anything. Be patient.
Down low, ball 1. That ball ripped, and that's out to the left field for a base hit. Running third, heading for home is Fletcher Wilson. The throw coming in, it's up the line. And the ball goes loose on the infield, going to roll over to the dugout, and the second one's going to come in, and Scott's going to wind up at third. So James Scott rips a single down into the corner and then moves all the way over to third, I would assume, on the throw is how that will be scored. 2 runs come in.
Yeah, he moved to third on the errant throw.
So don't look now, but the Maroons are creeping back into the ball game, 7-4. As Jaden Besa will step in. Still just 1 out. High fly ball towering to center field. That's deep enough to score the run. Center fielder hauls it in, tagging. And trotting home is James Scott. They make it a 7-5 ball game. So 3 runs in the inning. That's a pretty good answer. Base with an RBI sacrifice fly.
And now how about another 2-out rally here?
There you go.
We need 2 to tie.
Javi Godinez will step in. Base is empty now with 2 away. Pitch in there for call, strike 1. Godinez 0 for 2 officially, but reached on the throwing error on the drop third strike, which started the Maroons rally back in the third. Now he's behind the count again, 0-2. Martinez on deck if Godinez keeps the inning alive. And foul tip just to get a piece of it. Or was it? Swing and a miss, strike 3. They're going to throw down the first to complete the putout. That was kind of strange. Everybody seems a little uncertain there, but that is the 3rd out of the inning, and it looks like the teams are. Is that a ball game? I can't quite tell. Teams are coming out of the dugout.
I think we're still playing.
We're going to play. Yeah, we're going to play on. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning in a 7-5 ball game.
Now what's going to be just as
Bank.
important is
We're
getting 3
from
up
here.
and 3 down
With
very
over
quickly.
100 years of experience.
That way we have an opportunity to hit. Home team gets last at bat, and if we don't, I don't know when the official time of this game is going to end, but if we dilly-dally around in this bottom half of the inning, we may not get another opportunity.
Right. And this will be a full inning of work here for Carter Hayden. He'll get to come out here with the bases empty and go to work in the bottom of the fourth.
We have 5, 6, and 7 in their lineup up. Flores, Enriquez, and Samadio. Well, you got to be tempted if you're Carter, just take the minimum to get your arm loose.
Right. That was a good response, though, by the Maroons. 3 runs, hit the ball well. Stayed aggressive on the base paths.
Key to that was Fletcher being patient, drawing that walk, and then Ames Alejandro coming up big with his first varsity hit. And that allowed us to do a couple of things.
And the pitch inside, ball 1 to Flores. Antonio Flores leading it off. 1 for 2 with a double in the second.
Let your defense do some work here.
That's right. Working quickly in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Popped up sky high. And Alejandro. That thing was up so high, I think it came down very fast. Almost ripped his glove off. Stays right with it for a pop out, 1 away. And that'll bring up Joe Enrique.
You know, I've got number 2 hitting. Enrique's 7.
Oh, this is Jaden Alfaro, who I was looking at to see who that was. Looks like a ground out. I didn't see who made the play.
It was over there to Godinez, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, Enrique was DHing for Alfaro, so Alfaro may have gotten the bat for himself right there. The 5-3 put out, and then ground ball to the shortstop, Kinney. Well, you wanted a quick.
There you go.
A quick inning. Happened so fast I couldn't even keep up with the scorebook or the scoreboard. We'll keep it here. We'll go to the top half of the 5th inning, down by just 2 now, 7-5. So after a 4th inning that took, about 35 minutes?
They're called. Yep, they must have expired time. Dad, nabbit. We're done.
You're exactly right.
That is frustrating. We just could not get out of that 3rd inning.
Right.
When they sent up 13 batters. Man, oh man, oh man.
Do you hate that?
And we had to change pitchers a couple of times.
Right.
That took some time. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Close, but no cigar.
So 7-5 will be your final score. The Maroons dropped this one. I guess, again, if you're looking for a silver lining, it's the 2 things. The 3 runs to come back to get them closer. Had this gone a full 7-inning game, they're right back in the ball game after falling behind 7-2. On the other side, good pitching there by Carter Hayden to get all the ground balls and the strikeout and that kind of thing, and good defense, a quick inning. So there are some positives to build off of for tomorrow, even after the loss here in this 2nd game.
Yeah, the other thing is, in all of these games we've played, what is it, 6 now? We're 2 and 4, I believe.
Yeah.
We haven't been out of any of them.
Right.
So it's not like we're getting blown out 15-0 or whatever, Cedar Park 17-0.
Right, and 8-0 in their nightcap, by the way, they fell.
I mean, we've been right in it. Base hit here or there. You know, we're probably 2 or 3 hits from being 6-0, honestly. But
that's right, yeah.
If the nuts or candy and nuts, whatever, ifs and buts. So, anyway, unfortunately, Logan Kinney's going to take the loss tonight. And, you know, I think tournament time, as we've talked about, it's all about learning. We're finding out more about this team. Coach A's finding out about this team, who he can put where. Got to tip your hat to Carter Hayden coming in that last inning, working quickly.
Right.
Getting the outs. He's got to take that and have some confidence of that. So, you know, and then tomorrow we play in 14 hours, 45 minutes.
Yep. At
so
noon.
Gotta flush it.
David Roy will be back with you folks tomorrow as the Maroons take on San Antonio Breckenridge, take on San Angelo. They got a long trip back, so yeah, should be a lot of fun. I'll be watching, catching my breath, and I will see you guys sometime next week. Still working out all the details. I know I'll see you on Friday, and I'll see you on Saturday. And been a lot of fun. Enjoyed coming down here these 2 days. Didn't enjoy the drive so much, but what are you going to do, right?
What are you going to do? It's always a pleasure working with the godfather of Vibe Broadcasting, Merle Bertrand.
Well, James, good luck tomorrow. Have a safe trip back when you go back tomorrow, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds great. Thanks, Merle.
All right, final score 7-5. Southwest gets the win on behalf of James Scott and the Austin High Baseball Booster Club. Our QA tonight, Skylar Gillespie, and Asuna Vincout, our technical director. This is Merle Bertrand signing out. One more game coming up noon tomorrow. David will be back with you then, and we'll see you next time here in the Vibe Live Network. Good night, everybody.